Sound. Hello, guys, and welcome again to this edition of Learning with Rich. So, in this topic, we are going to talk about the Revit MEP certified professional preparation. Okay, so just like what we did last time for Revit architecture, so we are going to discuss these key elements on the examination like collaboration, documentation, elements, modeling, and view. And just like before, after we discuss these theories for our preparation, so we are going to have again another mock exam, which almost exactly like what you are going to have during the Revit MEP examination. So I already have the data sets for that. So hopefully and pray that they are not going to change the data sets so that you guys are already familiar of the examination. But first, we need to talk about the essentials or theories behind your examination with these five main elements: collaboration, documentation, elements, modeling, and view. So the first one is collaboration. Okay, so for the first topic about collaboration, so we are going to talk about importing and editing drawing details in Revit. Okay, so this lesson describes how to import and edit drawing details in Revit. Why do we need AutoCAD? Because engineering firms maintain files in the form of libraries of commonly used DWG details. So you can import these details into projects and edit them as required. So importing and editing typical details enables you to save time and effort and avoid duplication of work. All right. So how to do that? Okay, so how to import? So to import, so all you have to do is to, yes, you just need to go to insert. Let's start it. So let's go to insert, and then you will see here your import CAD. Okay, so that's the tool that we are going to have, that we are going to use. So it imports data or 3D geometry from other CAD programs to a Revit project or family. All right, so that's the tool that we're going to do. But before that, before we start, so we are going to create first a drafting view. Okay, since we are going to import a drawing details that we are going to use, of course, for detailing. So to properly use that, you need to create a drafting view. That's why you need to go to View tab and select here the drafting view. So it creates a view showing details that are not directly associated with the building model. So meaning to say, any changes that you made on the drafting view, it will not affect your 3D model, and vice versa. Any changes that you made on your 3D model will not affect your drafting view, right? So, like what I have said, since you are going to use this CAD file to create a detailed view, so you need to create a drafting view, all right? So I'm going to select drafting view, and you need to specify here the name. So let's say I'm going to call this HVAC curve detail, right? So I'm going to select here OK. And then you will now see here that I now have the drafting view for HVAC curve detail. And then you will also notice that if you go to the architecture, you go to structure, you go to systems, you will notice all the 3D modeling tools are disabled, right? Because drafting views, it's only a 2D drawing. All right, so you will not be able to use your drafting view to create 3D model. Okay, so that's the reason why all the 3D modeling tools are disabled. Okay, so that is what will happen. Now, so let us start importing our CAD drawing. So you just need to go to Insert, and then you just need to select your Import CAD. Okay, And then let's say this is the drawing that I'm going to use. So before anything else, before you select open, so I just want to discuss these tools that we have here below, these options I mean. So when you say current view only, what will happen is you will only see your CAD drawing on the current view, which is obviously, even if you uncheck this one, you will only see your AutoCAD drawing on your drafting view. You will not be able to see that in other views. Okay, so if you're going to uncheck this, you will be able to see your AutoCAD drawing not only on your current view but in all views, like in section view, elevation view, and 3D view. But since we only want this to be on our detail here, so I'm going to check this one. So I only want to show this CAD drawing on my current view. Colors, okay, it's up to you if you want to change your colors. Okay, so you can change that if you want. So you can select here invert. When you say invert, what will happen is dark colors will becomes light colors will becomes dark colors. Okay, preserve, it will preserve the color of your AutoCAD drawing. And then the other one is black and white. Then what will happen is it will make your drawing black and white. So that's it. Okay. But for this exercise, so what I'm going to use here is uh, I'm going to make it black and white. Okay. So I'm going to make it black and white. Black and white. There you go. Black and white. Oh, by the way, before I import my CAD drawing, I just want to do this one. Okay. So I'm going to right click the curve detail here, and then I'm going to apply a template. Okay, so let me just apply here a view template. Apply template properties. I'll just use the detail here, and then I'll just select OK. All right, and then after that, from the insert tab, there is this option here. If you click this arrow, it will expand your panel. So if you click that, it will open the import line weights. Okay, so from here you'll be able to import line weight to your Revit. Like for example, for color number 5, so I'm going to enter here, let's say the line weight is 4. Okay, so this line weight equals to like 0.3 mm at the scale of the new drafting view. So I'm going to select here number 4, and then I'm going to select save as. Okay, so the reason why we are saving this, just in case you want to use this line weight again to another drafting view, you can use this one. You can load it. Okay, so if you're going to save this, so you can load this line weight again to another drafting view and another CAD file. Okay, so I'm just going to select save as. So let's say I'll just save it here. So let's say I'll just call it AOTC or whatever name that you want. So in case you want to save the import line weight file. Okay, so it's read only. I'll just close this. Probably I'll just save it on my desktop. And then I'll just save it here, AOTC, then save. Okay. And then after that, I'm just going to select here OK. All right. So after that, so I'm now going to proceed importing my CAD because like what I've said, you will be doing this also on the examination. So you need to be familiar on how to save a line weight, what are the options that you are going to use in importing. Okay, so let's now proceed on importing. So I'll just go to the exercise. Where is that? This one. What's that chapter again? Chapter 4. All right, so chapter 4, this one. So black and white. I'll just put it on the current view. I'll just put it at the center. So auto center to center. Okay, right. So I'll just select auto center to center. And then after that, I'll just need to select open. By the way, when you say auto center to center, this one, it means it places the drawing or the imported file at the center of the Revit MEP model. So the center of a Revit MEP model is the center of the bounding box around the Revit MEP model. Okay, so it will just place here at the center. The other one is auto origin to origin. So it allows the Revit model that you import and the model that is created to share the same origin. So this is useful if you are importing a plan, a floor plan. But since this is just a detail view, so I'll just select here auto center to center. And then I'll just select here open. Okay. Right. So after importing, so that's it. So after you import your CAD drawing, as you can see, it's now here and it's black and white. So because that is what we have selected. So notice that the leader lines in the AutoCAD file retain their defined line weight when imported to Revit. So before importing, if you remember the AutoCAD file, a while ago, we specified the line weight for elements on layers with blue color. Therefore, the steel joist and flashing in the import symbol are slightly thicker than the leader lines and much thicker than the other lines. So for us to be able to see that, okay, so I'm going to turn off the thin lines. There you go. You see, this is the one that we have changed a while ago. Okay, this is the color number 4. We changed it to 4. That's why it was applied it here. Okay, so that's remember this one, right? So we make it 4, the color number 5, make it 4. That's why you see this is the one. Okay, so the steel joist, which is this one, the steel joist, as well as the flashing and counter flashing are slightly thicker than the leader lines and much thicker than the other lines. Okay, now, so let us try to do some editing. Okay, so let us try to do some editing on our drawing details. If you want to do some editing, what you can do on the examination, there's this question there that will ask you what is that particular layer. So let's say you want to know what is the layer of this line. Okay, so what you can do, it's just simple. You just need to select the drawing. You did this on the exam, you select the drawing, and then you will see here query. Okay, so there's an option there, query. So it determines the identity of an import object and the layer on which it resides. Just click that one, and then after that, let's say, oh, I want to know what the layer of this. So you just need to click that, and then you will now see the property of that, right? So you will now see here the name of the layer, which is a detail wide. Okay, and you can even delete that layer or you can even hide that layer if you want. Okay, so in the examination during the time when I took it, so it's asked me what is the layer name of that particular line. So all you have to do is like this one, you just select the AutoCAD drawing and then select query. So let me just repeat it again. So let's say I want to know what is the layer of this. Okay, so to do that, you just need to select the AutoCAD and then query, and then you just need to click that. And then you will now see the name of that particular layer. And another option that you can do is you can also explode your AutoCAD drawing. If you want, you can explode it. Okay, so before you explode, you can also check the layers of your AutoCAD drawing by typing VV or VG to open the visibility graphic overrides, this one. And then you can go to imported categories. So from here, you will see that this is the drawing that you have imported. If you expand that, so these are the layers available for that particular AutoCAD drawing or imported CAD drawing. So from here, you can also control the visibility of those layers. Okay. And of course, you can also change the color. So let's say, for example, so let me just check what is the name of the layer of this thick line. So I'm going to select query, and then I'm going to click the line here. So I know that the name is A detail medium. So let's say I want to change the color of that. So to change the color, you just need to type VV, imported categories, you expand this, and then you look for that layer, which is this one. So there's an option here to override it. Just click this. You can change the line weight if you want. You can change the color. Let's say, oh, I want that color magenta. That's it. Let's say you want to change the pattern. So it's up to you if you want to change the pattern. And then after that, you just need to select OK and then OK. And then you will now see it will change. Okay. So that is another way of checking and editing your imported drawing. Then another way is you can also use the explode tool. Okay, so what is the explode tool? For you to be able to do that, you just need to select again your AutoCAD drawing, and then you will see here explode. Okay, so it disassembles the import symbol one level to its next highest level of elements. So you have two options here. You have full explode, okay, and then the other one is partial explode. So a partial explode breaks up the import symbol into individual object blocks, whereas full explode breaks the import symbol into text, curves, lines, and filled regions. Okay, so that's the difference of the partial explode and full explode. Okay, so let me try to explode it. So I'm going to select the AutoCAD drawing, and then I'm just going to select partial explode. So what will happen is it will explode it like this, right? And then of course you can still modify this. Okay, so if you want to modify the text, you need to select the text, and then you need to select edit type. All right, so from here you can modify again. Okay, of course we have topic on how to use the text. So what I'm just saying is that you can modify the text of your CAD drawing inside the Revit after you explode it. Now you notice that this portion here, I can't select it individually, right? Because what I did is I just exploded it partially. But if we are going to explode it full explode this time, all right, so it's now completely exploded to lines, circles, text like that. Okay, so it's now fully explode, right? So there you go. So basically that is how you import a detail into your Revit. So again, the first step is you need to create a drafting view, and then you can import the line weight, or you can apply here the thickness that you want. But of course, you can always go to the visibility graphics override, and from here you can override here the line weight, the line type, as well as the thickness of your AutoCAD details. Okay, so that's it for our first topic for the collaboration. So it's about importing and editing a drawing detail. So if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, just put it on the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Once again, thank you for watching and have a nice day.